welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified Podcast. Today is August 23rd, 2020. I am your host, Luis Palacios, with my co-host, Chris.
Hello, it's your boy Pokemon Trigger, please. How you guys doing?
Hey, how's it going, everybody? How's it going, my good man?
Oh, it's been a good week. I've been chilling.
This last few days has definitely is chilling for sure.
Yeah, you've been good?
Yeah, I guess.
I hope so.
It's been a long week, I can tell you that much. A lot of work, a lot of things that I had to do.
Oh yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, definitely. But once again, we're here to talk and things all Pokemon Go related, news, updates, and rant about Pokemon Go because we love this game too much to put it down this couple of days. But before we continue on, Chris, let's make sure we remind everybody that we are part of the Professor Network. Please check us out at theprofessornetwork.com/Purified Podcast. And of course, if you want, make sure you check all of their amazing content that they put up out there. Because, not gonna lie, they do some pretty good stuff out there. So make sure you check them out. Your green screen is like perfectly blended, Chris, there.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm scared.
No, you're good. No worries. Alright, so let's get back to business. Pokemon Go related business. How about that? Chris.
So right if I started with the shiny check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just to get it off my screen, I'm terrified it's gonna go away. I have a Shadow Lapras from Sierra, and I already have it on the check screen. The question is, will it be pink? So, let's go.
Boom.
No, it's a blue boy.
Oh,
That's
no.
gross.
Hey, PvPSIV maybe? I don't know.
Hopefully. We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so we got our shiny check of the day. Let's check on my shinies real quick. Probably put that in there. I do have an extra Makuhita, so maybe I can evolve that for the stream, everybody.
Oh, yeah. That one has a nice shiny Evo, too.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many Pokemon I just don't want to evolve because the pre-Evo is good, but
I know,
I
right?
love Harry Mama.
And well, that finished it up. I want to say hello to the chat. Arabella, thank you so much for coming by. Cool Supans, thank you so much for coming. Papercut, thank you very much for coming. Penguin, thank you so much. Oh my god, that shiny is actually super cool. I'm sorry to say, but that is an awesome shiny. And Anima is also in the chat. Thank you so much for coming.
The Lapras was backwards PvP IVs.
I hate when that happens. Oh my god.
You're not good, friend.
I think if I go to my shadows recently, let's see. I think I have one that has literally the reverse IVs of this. Yep, I also have a Lapras that's like 13, 14, 1.
Dude, that's like the exact same.
What, really?
It was. I deleted already, but it was like basically the exact same.
Jesus, oh my goodness. All right. We checked. No shinies. I mean, I have a couple of checks on the screen here, but I mean, I don't kind of want to check on the Torchic here, but I mean, might as well. Is it shiny? Nice. Cool. All right,
Scared.
let's get into time to rewind the gears and clink and recap the week. How about that? I mean, if that joke doesn't actually get you out of this podcast, I don't know what else would.
We can try.
Yeah,
we can
I know.
try harder.
That's for sure. All right, so let's recap the last week of Ultra Unlock. Week 3, the Unova week. How'd it go for you?
I was pretty happy with it.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people weren't that excited because there weren't as many Pokemon to shiny hunt since it was obviously focused on Unova. There's only been a few shinies that have been released for Unova. But, I mean, everybody was hunting that Rock.
Yeah.
Roggenrola.
Mm-hmm.
And I was getting excited catching all the new Pokemon, seeing if they're good for PvP. I was happy.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely wanted to get a good, man, what do you call that guy? I don't know that. There's one.
Or Whimsicott.
I wanted to try out Whimsicott's for Great League at one point. Maybe one of the
I
leagues.
think it has an interesting typing, yeah.
Yeah, it has. I mean, it's a grass fairy. It comes with charm, so I mean, good charmer. It comes with Hurricane too, so that will be interesting if we actually ever use it. I mean, I do have a lucky Whimsicott with almost perfect IVs at this point. So it's like a
dude, that looks good.
Yeah, I know, right? It's actually pretty good. I actually like the background of the lucky with Whimsicott there. I kind of wish I kind of had that Whimsicott shiny though.
Yeah, when they release the shiny, I'm gonna be going ham. It is a pretty one.
Yeah, definitely. So that's that. We also had Swavel. We also had Roggenrola shiny, and we of course had shiny Genesect. So how'd it go for you, Chris?
On my second raid, I got the shiny, so it was an early one like Deoxys.
All right.
But then obviously I kept raiding. I had to get another one.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't remember if I ended up getting a second one though. I think I did. Yeah, and it was like horrible IVs. I would check, but I just got invited to another raid.
Oh, all right. Well, you can do it. That's not no problem. I did. I mean, I didn't go as ham as like Rayquaza, but I did wanted a good Genesect for anything. I got I think 298s. I didn't get the Hundo unfortunately. And then I got one, since this one is a Pokemon that you can't trade, you can only go by IVs. I think I have an old Ultra rank 16. So not bad. You're going by Ghost Stadiums, IV spread and all that. I did get 2 shinies, or did I get 3 shinies? I can't remember right now. Hold on. A minute. I got 3 of the Genesect, so I'm actually okay with that because I kind of want to use one to transfer to home once we actually get the ability to. We don't have any information about that yet, guys, so don't quote me on it until we do see it. But yeah, definitely it. Now, I do want to recap on all 4 weeks of full events. We had Go Fest 1 week, and then we have Ultra Unlock 1, 2, and 3. Makeup days, Magic Card, Community Day, all those things. But I want to just recap on the rewards for this year. Now, since everything that has happened this year, since the whole world crisis and everything, the world health crisis and everything, I know that they had to readjust a lot of the events. But do you think that did we get like a good, semi-okay rewards from actually getting like, beating GoFest and all that? Do you think that that was what we were expecting, or is it like a little lackluster compared to other years?
I mean, we got a ton of good shinies to hunt after, and the raids were immaculate. I loved 3 shinies to hunt from raids that, they knew we loved. We love Rayquaza. Obviously, we wanted to get the mythicals. They were both brand new, and you can't trade for them, so yes. Other than that, I think they were just trying to keep us from going out too much, which I don't think is a bad thing.
No, it's never a bad thing.
I know it sounds kind of weird from Pokemon Go, but they're just trying to keep everyone safe, and I applaud that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was perfect, man. I don't think they could have done it better. I think the only people that complained were people that didn't get the shinies they wanted.
That's true. I've seen a lot of jokes on Twitter going about, it's like, I did 60-something raids, I didn't get the shiny yet, Niantic, I want my money back, and things like that, so... that's all the odds, and trust me, when it comes down to the end of that, it's just like, Rayquaza is a Sada shiny no matter how much you look at it. When it came out the first time, everybody was going ham. They wanted the shiny, done and so. But then we got remote raids, invites, and everybody was able to like literally go around and raid and do all those things. That was like the best thing in the world. So far, I think that last month has actually been a successful month for Pokemon Go. It really gravitated to, having a week worth or a weekend worth of shiny releases and everything, because we got like 5 shiny releases. Then the Dragon Week was okay. I want to say that the only saving grace to Dragon Week or week 1 was Rayquaza, because of everything else just being locked behind incubators.
Yeah.
And then the Enigma Week, brand new Pokemon, mythical shiny. That still was actually pretty good, although I wish we would have had the chance to be able to do different Deoxys forms aside from just a normal one. I think that may have actually done, but I think that it would actually rage people because you get a normal one or a speed one or attack one, and nobody can get the dispense one, and everybody's just gonna be like just like that. So and then a week, Genesect is a pretty good shiny, so it's a Sada shiny too. If people want to actually go to Twitter to JT Gilly, you can see his reaction when he got the Shando. So
that was beautiful.
That's definitely,
I loved it.
Yeah, definitely. So when it comes down to it, it just it was an okay month, and no matter how you should look at it, it probably was the best one so far for that reason that, everything that's going on, the world is as it is right now. So thank you, Niantic, for making a successful Pokemon Go Fest and a successful Ultra Week unlocks, because, in all honesty, it couldn't actually gone any better, but probably, you never know. Maybe some regional shinies, but I think we got those by doing Heatran and Durant. That was the shiny releases on that. So
Yeah.
So yeah, I do want one day my Heracross. Please give me Heracross.
Yes, especially with what we know.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah. So those are the recaps. And those are what we got so far. Thank you so much. All right, so how about we get into our research topics of the week? Chris, what is the very first thing we got to talk about?
Dude, today was the community
Community
day poll. I was combining 3 words there. You're welcome. And I was pretty excited. They all had really interesting moves. There wasn't anything garbage. We got to choose between Caterpie with Hurricane on Butterfree, Porygon with Tri-Attack, Grimer with, what was it, Fire Punch? Yeah. And then Charizard that ended up getting Dragon Breath. And all of them sounded beautiful to me. But I don't know. Which one did you vote for?
Well, definitely, I am a shiny hunter more than a PvPer these days, so Porygon is my vote, and Porygon shiny is a beautiful shiny, so no matter how much you look at it, that is the Pokemon that it is. So,
It's gorgeous.
If we go to Pokemon Go Twitter right now and look at their posts, let me see if I can show it to you guys. It is time to vote, cast your votes. Right now, Porygon is winning by 55.3% of the votes. We have over 838,000 votes in. Charmander is a second, not even close, it's a second one. And then Grimer and Caterpie, yeah, good luck with those. I'm happy that they actually are able to, some people are actually loving the Pokemon, because I know a lot of people who wanted Caterpie and a lot of people who wanted Fire Punch Grimer. But, you can compete with a brand new shiny and a powerful PvPer coming up pretty soon with Charmander there. So, definitely something that we knew was going to happen. So, I do want to actually mention real quick, this is the very first time that we're going to have a returning Pokemon as a community day. Now...
Yes, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
So, in all the past votings that we had... both Bulbasaur and Squirtle had actually been outmatched by the new shinies and the PvP ones for sure. So we had like Weedle and Ghastly and all those. So this is the very first time, or at least 2 months from now, this will be the very first time that we'll have a returning Pokemon for Community Day thanks to the voting. The ability to have Dragon Breath on Charizard is going to actually increase its potential in PvP. However, there are a little bit of concerns when it comes down to it. The very first one is that we don't know if we're only able to get Dragon Breath and Blast Burn when you evolve the Charmander in their Community Day. If only they do one, then that means that we'll have to use the Elite TM, which is actually, either you do go Battle League or you pay for the Community Day box, and get those moves going. So that's the concern of the community at the moment, Chris. And for what we know, everybody is like, okay, it's probably going to be the latter because Niantic likes making money. But at the same time, I do feel like there might be a chance to do the things that we need to do. However, you can rely on December's Community Day for this, because you're only going to be able to evolve the ones that you are going to get right there and then,
That's a really interesting point, because I was just thinking in December we're used to evolving it to get the Community Day moves. Are they going to take away Blast Burn as being in the move pool, or are they going to give us Dragon Breath that time? It's really interesting.
Well, this is the very first time we have this case scenario of when having a Pokemon return to Community Day. Before, it would just be whatever it was that year. If you actually think about it, in the last 2 years when we had community days, the second December that we have on community day, we had the returning ones from the previous one in raids. So you're able to get those Pokemons in raids, plus get Blastburn or those community day Pokemons as long as you catch them throughout the time period of the day. Or evolve them through that period specifically. But that's the difference. It's like this December coming up in the next 4 months that we have left a year, we'll be able to get Dragon Breath, we'll be able to get Blastburn at the same time. I want to actually hear from the community this time, and I'll probably put a poll, 2 questions actually this week. Do you think that Niantic will actually have both community days for Charmander, or do you think that will actually be only Dragon Breath for this year's community day? The second question we'll get later on in this podcast for sure.
Mm-hmm. I almost see how they did like 1 day for like the first 6 months and then 1 day for the last 6 months, or like the of the communities. I forget exactly how to word it, but like they had like last year's Calm Day on 1 day and then this year's Calm Days on the next day. I'm curious if you'll evolve Charmander on 1 day and it will get 1 Calm Day move, Blastburn. And then if you evolve it on the next one, it will have Dragon Breath. So that still keeps in line with them making you use an Elite TM either for Dragon Breath or for Blastburn. I don't know. I can see that happening, but it's going to get really convoluted the longer and longer we have Calm Days if that's the case.
Yeah, definitely. But once October comes around, we'll have a little bit of an answer of what's going on because, they will have to actually make posts of what's going on. But going forward, right now, Porygon is going to be our next community day with the powerful with the new move. We don't even know if it's powerful now. Tri Attack, which is a stab move for Porygon. We talked about this in the last podcast where we don't know exactly what's going to do aside from just lowering the attack and defense of the Pokemon from what they said in their post, of course. So we got probably less than 40 something minutes left on the poll. So if you guys want to go to the poll, if you listen to this podcast live, go ahead and go right now. You have less than an hour. If you listen, of course, in podcast services of what I call PodWeb, good luck with that then. All right, so community day, there we go. It's time for the next one. So this is actually, very quick. Sudowoodo, not shiny. Dang it. All right, so this is actually an interesting topic that we're going to be talking about today because this is actually a pretty cool way of making sure that Niantic can listen to the community. So, Chris, you probably already heard this and you've seen it everywhere else in Go Stadium and everything. But Go Stadium organized an open letter to Niantic. And of course the PvP community, and they wanted to address the state of GBL and how PvP in general is coming together for everybody to enjoy and everything, but with the problems and fixes and everything. Now, this open letter is the most constructive feedback I have seen from the community, and it's been signed by multiple content creators. For that reason, it's just amazing how it is. Now, I won't go over the entire letter because, it's a pretty long letter for sure. But I'll read some of the aspects of what it is, at least the intro. So, what it says, to Niantic, we would like to begin by recognizing the strides made and thanking those who work extremely hard on the game and specifically the player versus player battle feature. You heard feedback with previous versions of switching mechanics and made changes. Exploits in the game and leaderboards were met with an immediate response and takedown of Go Battle League until fix. As an example, the ability to switch Pokemon during a charge move tide was most recently fixed, which we greatly appreciated. We wanted to make it clear that we truly appreciate and continue the support of the feature both in-game and on social media throughout official channels and personal accounts. We see you sharing our excitement for our tournament and celebrating our achievements, and we want to continue to celebrate yours. So allow to formally thank you for the feature and the work that you put into up to this point. And then the next quote. Following the timeline of the updates and fixes, it will appear that some glitches are connected to fixing the previous one. For instance, a fix was recently implemented to stop switching during the charge move time, but with that update, switching in general has been much more difficult. Examples later, of course. As a group, that includes developers of the community tools. We understand that issues happen and an update at times has unintended consequences. But seeing how long they take to be the official acknowledgement or result, it is disheartening. The goal of this message is to list the most important issues currently inhabiting the competitive gameplay. Needless to say, this message is constructed in nature and we do not conduct toxic behavior of any form directed towards the developers of our beloved game. Now, end quote right there, of course, if you want to know. Now, they go about like listing everything that's right now going on with the PvP system. From desyncing and delay after charge moves, charge move not firing with the bottom is pressed, charge moves bottom disappearing and players is unable to perform actions. Wins are unrecorded in journal and count against game players games play. So it means that every time you win a game, you still get a loss for some reason. And I've seen it plenty of times, of course. Delay of fast moves on Android. And then repeat throwing of Pokeball during match, and inability to swap. So there's been, like I said, there's a lot of issues that the community has been facing, especially when it comes down to, you know, player versus player, or even Go Battle League in general. But this constructive feedback that they have put together with examples, notes, and even shows like, you know how Niantic has its help center. And they show the current issues of what's going on in the game, and they're like, you know, they're looking into resolving everything. Some of those things are actually not even implemented into that. So what we actually know is currently, what we know is because of the community, not because the game's developers have acknowledged it. So that's what they go through, and they have videos and clips and just amazing constructive feedback when it comes down to it. I love seeing this. I love seeing this constructive feedback because this is what we want from the community. That actual like good, you know, positive feedback. But at the same time, you know, the way they say that, hey, you need to fix our game. Thank you very much for listening to us. Now, Chris, and I know you probably already heard this, Niantic actually replied to the tweet. And that was what made this a whole win for the entire community.
Oh, yeah.
So Pokemon Go tweeted this, end quote, "Thank you for your thoughtful and constructive feedback. We looped in our developers to share a comprehensive update on what's being done to address the issues in Go Battle League. While this may take some time, we aim to have this update for you by the end of next week." Boom. Done. Like, that's what we wanted it from Niantic. 300%, 100%, 1,000%, I don't know how you say it, but this is how you actually talk to the game developers, guys. This is how you actually manage to say, hey, we know there's something wrong with the game, but now you're not doing anything about it. Go ahead and fix this for us. Please, thank you so much. You know, so
it really surprised us, yeah.
Yes, and this was actually, so the open letter was posted on August 17th. Their reply came literally only a day later. So I'm just amazed. I mean, I'm amazed that, you know, Niantic finally acknowledges that, you know, something is wrong with the game. But there are two ways of looking about this. Now, Niantic can understand. They look at their social medias all the time. They make sure they, you know, they make sure that the game is working properly. But, you know, it depends really on what's going on and everything. Now, Niantic has also been working from their homes since the whole pandemic started. So everything that's going on, they're trying to fix things. I'm getting invited to a raid. Thank you so much, but I don't know if I want to do it right now. When it comes down to it, it's just amazing that the community can pull together and actually share the passion that we love for this game. And Go Battle League has been a super amazing big community that's been growing and growing since, you know, the release of it and everything like that. I do also thank, you know, everybody who signed it. Our own Laura Podcast Ken Pescator actually signed this letter. Thank you so much. And then, you know, multiple people from the community also signed it. We have London Finest, Donut 93, Calvin Penn, PvP Poke. You know, they want to make sure that, you know, they listen to us. And it's great that in the end of the day, Niantic can actually say, hey, we know something wrong. Thank you so much for this. We're going to work on it. And they even give us a timeline. So sometime around the end of this coming week, we should actually hear something from them saying, hey, we'll try to fix this as much as possible or something like that. Hopefully it's not, you know, hopefully they fix everything. That's like the, you know, the biggest thing about it. But, you know, we'll see how that one goes. Now, Chris, I want to hear your opinions when it comes down to, you know, the open criticism that we have given Niantic in this kind of theme, you know.
I mean, I feel like not enough of them know what's going on with the PvP scene. I mean, they're definitely pushing it, don't get me wrong. It's just like if they see a problem with it, they're like, oh, they'll figure out how to play it. It's fine. They'll live with the problems. No, we'd like you to help make it enjoyable for everyone. You know, we shouldn't have to work around something or just get annoyed because the game's not working the way we think it will.
Right.
This time. But yeah, I'm definitely really excited to see if this creates a new friendship per se between the Badlers and Niantic. What we'll see. But yeah, I'm definitely excited. It looks like this is probably gonna help with all the different problems we have going on. I know there's just a handful right now. I'm hoping to get it down to just a little sprinkle.
Yeah, definitely. And it's something that Niantic will address, in the coming week for sure. But also I want to mention, something that Ken Pescator actually has been saying in the Laura podcast is like, if you want the actual developers to, or say something to the community about the issues currently in the game, you can't just be, I could say something bad, but I don't want to say something bad in the podcast here. You don't have to be toxic to the community because of it. You don't have to imply saying, hey, I hate this game, I'm never going to play it, you guys never fix anything, things like that. If you say that to the community or to the developers, they're not going to listen to you. But if you actually give them the constructive feedback just like this, it's something that they will address and something that they will look into it, because in the end of the day, you're actually giving it the rights, to say, hey, I want to play this game and enjoy it as much as possible. Please do something about it. That's the best part when it comes down to it. And I want to thank everybody in that community. They put this together so well thought out, so well organized. Even the examples and everything, that was amazing. So thank you so much for the community, the PvP community out there, from doing this. And hopefully we'll hear, the best news afterwards,
Yeah, my favorite part of the Ghost Stadium open letter has to be the hashtag Badlers community. The last line of it, when on social media or even talking to technical support through private means, always be mindful there is a human being on the other side of that screen. A lot of us forget that.
Yes, definitely. 100%, 1000%, that is completely true. That is right. That is completely right. I just can't put it any better. I can't put it any better. That's the best part when it comes down to it. Now, let me check on this hit run real quick, and then we'll get on to the next piece of news that we have here for you guys. So, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now. 2099. I know that's not PB, that's not Hundo. I can tell you that much. Alright, while I try to catch this, let's get on to the next part, which actually coincides with what I'm doing right now.
That was a tie-in.
Yeah, woohoo! There we go. Alright, so Heatran returns into 5-star raids for 3 weeks. How do you feel about this, Chris? What do you think?
I mean, I didn't get the shiny the first time around, so I'm definitely excited to shiny hunt him again.
Nice.
I already have 298s, so I'm not too worried about the IVs.
Yeah.
Just the shiny.
So
3 weeks is a bit long, but
I know that. So when Heatran came around the very first time, I did 5 raids and got the Hundo. So I was like, I'm done. It's like, I'm done. No more raids for me. I literally spent that months like doing everything else but raiding Heatran, because I was just like, and I don't think that raid hour was actually a thing back in the day, so I don't even know if I did it or not.
I don't think so back then.
No. And then Heatran came back for the second time around, probably, I want to say maybe a year ago. And, we got the shiny release, so that was good. So I did get my shiny too, so I was like, okay, I think this is good enough, because, I got the Hundo, I got the shiny, I don't really need anything more. And it's back again, everybody, we got some Heatran here for y'all. So the Fire and Steel type Lava Dome Pokemon Heatran will join us, and from August 21st at 1 p.m. PDT to September 10 at 1 p.m. PDT. So we do have, a little bit of a time to maybe recuperate, because, a lot of people are actually saying this is probably a little bit better than a lot of different other Pokemon they could have picked them, So
yeah.
Heatran is a powerful Pokemon both in Master League, so I do think that if you get 100%, try to see if you can get a good one. If you get the Shando, even better, because I mean it's a Shando, and because we can do raids around the world, why not? However, it's not like it's going to break the meta anyway, so just do what you can. I do feel like for me, the moment they announced this was a moment of be like, okay, I don't have to spend another good chunk of money in this game for a little bit longer.
Yep. People can trade me a shiny Heatran. They can do that.
Alright, bye Heatran. Alright, I didn't catch it. I'm getting invited to another one, but I want to leak it on first.
He's needed elsewhere.
It's like, I fly away. And this Lickitung is not shiny. Although I'll catch it because I don't know if it's PvP or not. Whoop. Alright. So, Heatran, there you go. September 10. We'll see when the next one will come around. But there's more news for everybody. We got more stickers!
I'm actually excited.
Yeah.
I love this.
Actually, these stickers are actually pretty cool, I want to say. Let me see if I can send one real quick. And show the sticker collection that we're getting right now. So we have, we got the Mudkip. I know there's a Trico one around here. I got the Ashua that looks like he's like passed out and saying, I'm contemplating life or something. Trico is like, hey babe, come on over. Pikachu is just drunk. And then Torchic is just like, thank you. Alright. I mean, that works, I guess.
I like that they added nice ones.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of them were kind of mean.
Yeah, that's for sure. But yeah, that's basically when it comes down to it. Use stickers is kind of nice. We also have a couple of them new one in the shop, so that actually is helpful too. But it's kind of nice. I mean, it's not too bad. I don't know if they're gonna keep on going, but one of the things I think everybody's talking about it is that, why don't we have like a journal of all the stickers that we can keep? Like, I have the ones from... I don't want to send the ones from GoFest because those are rare right now, so I don't want to actually send them. So I was like, can I keep at least, my collection?
Mm-hmm. Like a sticker collection or something. That'd be cool.
That'd be nice. That would be a nice little feature, keeps it a chance to say, hey, we're going to do sponsor ones or like the ones from GoFest, and you don't have to, worry about it because you'll keep it in a journal for forever and ever,
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be kind of nice. But stickers are back with more, and I guess we should be excited. I don't know.
I even though I never send them, I'm super excited.
You never really open your gifts anyway, dude.
I don't have one from you, buddy.
Well, yeah, because this Pokemon game has been glitching forever since the last update, and every time I do gift sorting, it just gives me like all the gifts. Now, there is a cool thing about this feature, and you can actually scroll between what's the word I'm looking for, between players here in your friends list, and you can just send gifts and things like that. It's kind of nice because I actually don't have to exit out the trainer, go to the next one, put the next gifts and all that stuff. So I mean, if I just do it correctly, I'll be able to go through the entire list with no problems. Anyways, I do have almost close to 180 friends, but not everybody sends me gifts. So, one of the things that I want to actually mention real quick, because of this update that we just recently had, I want to make sure that everybody is aware that don't check your Pokédex at the moment, because there is a glitch when it comes to the unknown. And if you check your unknown, there is some flashy moments in there that could be a little bit harmful for people with, some health problems, epilepsy and all that stuff. So make sure if anybody's listening to this right now or the podcast in the later future, please don't open your Pokédex currently. It's just going to, because I don't know if it's only unknown or I think it's other entries too. So if you check them, make sure you're careful. Don't do anything. I'm sure Niantic is a hot fix on this one, because it could actually implement some really good troubles and lawsuits, and I don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. All right. So just as a warning for everybody, don't check your Pokédex in Pokemon Go at the moment. Another spotlight coming up in the next 2 days. Chris, are you excited for Geodude Spotlight Hour?
Yes, because the only shiny I've gotten was at GoFest. I think it was just the one. I don't remember.
Ooh. Well, don't expect the shiny though. It's not Community Day.
Yeah, I'm just excited to hunt after it. Even the chance of getting one's always fun.
That's true. That's true.
I got 3 apparently.
Ooh, you
I
got that
just
family.
everything with-
I know, right? So, Spotlight Hour is coming next Tuesday. Make sure you guys do your Spotlight Hour because it's 2 times Stardust, so that's actually kind of nice. All right, and then Chris, you want to talk about real quick what we're gonna be talking about for the next few minutes here?
Oh baby. Oh baby. This one's a good one, man. So some people have been digging around the code and they found something kind of interesting. You guys might like it. It's just
hold on before you actually continue with that.
Oh yeah.
Data mining is breaking terms of service. However, reporting on data mining it's not. So we will talk about it, but don't do it yourself, guys.
Very, very good. Very good. It's going to be the drop of Mega Evolution.
Ooh.
And I know everybody loves that. I do. I'm pretty sure that's why Charmander won, because we found out about it right before the votes, pretty much. So I definitely saw it coming. If we didn't have Mega Evolution, I don't know if Charizard still would have won for Community Day. But I'm definitely excited for it.
Well, when Bulbasaur and Squirtle were in the spotlight for Community Day voting, I don't think we didn't have any information about Mega Evolutions just yet.
No.
So you can say probably that they planned this out correctly. Because they waited until the last more powerful Pokemon of the 3 to actually come into the reportings when it comes down to it. So, all right. So, from data miners themselves, Poké miners, the highlights of this APK mine that they put out here. Fun fact: they started working on megas before remote raiders and stickers. That's interesting. So we knew about that because Mega Evolutions were supposedly dropped this year, no matter what. We just didn't know the timeline of it. Megas are the first true implementation of real form transformation and might be reused in the future. So that's actually pretty interesting. Because one of the things that they found in the data mining, and I gotta get more raid passes here. One of the things that they found in the data mining is that we know that the Pokemon is going to be reverted back from their original form. So even if they will go Mega Evolutions, they will revert. But they also found a unique one. And this is really interesting. They found unique Mega Evolutions in the code. Now, what do I mean by unique? I mean that they can probably, if possible, drop a brand new Mega Evolution into the game itself. Now, Chris, what do you think about that?
I think I know what you're talking about. Because our fellow partners have done a little speculation on that.
Correct.
And I definitely agree. As soon as I saw that speculation, I was like, oh, for sure. We got a little game DLC coming up in Crown Tundra. And yeah, I'm just saying it might tie in a little bit with Pokemon Go.
So this is already going into full speculation mode. Team Full had the hype train or the speculation trainer, whatever you call it, Chris.
Speculation station, boy.
There you go. So as you guys know, Melton and Melmetal are a Pokemon Go exclusive Pokemon into the series. It was dropped sometime last year or somewhere before. I don't remember the timeline entirely, guys. I'm sorry. But Melton is a brand new Pokemon introduced from Pokemon Go itself. That's the interesting thing when it comes down to it. That's why when we actually saw this piece of information in the data mine, it may imply that Melmetal could actually have something to do with Mega Evolutions coming because it is an exclusive Pokemon to Pokemon Go in that regard. Will we see Mega Evolution Melmetal? That will probably just like destroy me right there. I'll be like, I'm going ham for Melmetal.
It's already such a good Pokemon.
Yes.
If you give it a Mega, it's going to be the next Charizard, basically.
Now, just like you said, Ken Pescator, our from the Professor Network, did post out a tweet that says speculation can Melmetal actually think of getting a Mega Evolution? I said it's a grand possibility. For that reason, that we also know that it's gaining a Gigantamax form in Sword and Shield. We just don't know when it's going to be released. Now, if they tie it in perfectly, we could have Melmetal Mega Evolve come into the game, into Sword and Shield, and then also Gigantamax for that reason. Why is Melmetal one of the Pokemons that we know can Gigantamax, but they haven't released it yet? What is the reason that they are waiting for something? And this is like the biggest speculation in the world. That's what we're hoping that's gonna happen, you know? And how we know that Mega Evolutions is a sense of things. I've been going into too deep into this, but I know for a fact that I want this.
They keep teasing us, man. They gotta drop it sooner or later.
I mean, Shiny Melmetal and Melton have been out of the game for a while. And even if you were to get your Melton box, you're not gonna be technically be able to get a Shiny unless they say, hey, Shiny is released right now, go ahead and get it. Mm-hmm. But that's the thing. There's so much speculation coming into this last of the year. Mega Evolutions is going to be a big thing. We already know what Mega Evolutions are going to be or which Pokemon are going to Mega Evolve. But if they put unique ones into the game, that's going to change everything that we know about Mega Evolutions from here on out. So, I don't know. I do feel like Pokemon Go can trigger that into what we love and know, because Mega Evolutions have been out of the main series games for a while already. Thanks to the release of Sword and Shield, we don't have any Mega Evolutions in there, but we're getting close to Pokemon Go getting Mega Evolutions. The timeline just seems perfectly for that reason, and if they really want to surprise us, that's what they're going to do. Niantic, please, I beg you, please let me know any information about this soon.
As soon as they drop it, we're all going ham.
Well, when they announced Pokemon Mega Evolutions and Pokemon Go and their present, I was just like, I can't. I want Mega Evolutions right now for sure. All right, another heat trend check here, guys. Boom. Nope. Is this the same CP from last time, 2099?
Yep.
Oh my.
Is it the same IVs?
I don't know. I didn't catch the last one, so.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay.
Oh my god.
It came back.
It came back. It wanted to come back. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Alright, so let's get back into it because I mean, I love ranting, but I gotta talk about this bad of mine here.
Oh, yeah.
Megas are in their own rate level. So one of the things they found in the data mining is that there are mega rates. Something that Pokemon Go can only do thanks to their implementations of rate system. But we know that it's not just, I think they said that their own level. So it could be 5, 6, 7, I don't know. It could actually be higher than a legendary when it comes down to it, but we don't know. There's also, icons that they presented in the game. So we have like the Mega Evolution symbol hovering around a gym when you defeat the Mega Evolution and things like that. So it's gonna be interesting for sure. Hedron, just get in the ball. We think you actually catch the Megamon and not pre-ball form. So I don't know about that yet. We'll see when it comes. Thank you, Hedron, for staying in the ball. Megas could... I know, right? Megas could require an item for certain Pokemon, which implements the Mega Evolution Stones. So we don't know about that yet, but it's something that, it's digging into it. Mega Energy is called Candy in the code because it uses the same back as Candy. So I'm guessing that we probably going to have Mega Candies to Mega Evolve the Pokemon. We just don't know exactly how they're going to be implemented. New quest type specifically for Mega Evolution. I'm guessing this is how you're gonna get your Mega Bracelet, Like you're gonna do a quest real quick, a special quest. It's like, not everybody's gonna drop it at once unless you do the race or things like that. So maybe, just maybe, this is how we're actually going to have the cool bracelet for Mega Evolutions. It's still a speculation, guys. We still don't know this. Quests can now display an icon on them to help separate event quests and regular, perhaps. I mean, that would make sense, if you have a quest specifically for an event or a quest specifically for something like, something daily. So that makes sense. Custom type can display on Pokemon's info screen. Okay. I'm thinking about that one. Chris, you got anything for me?
I think what they mean is like, how if you're that's on the Pokemon info screen. Do they mean like the preview you see when you're scrolling your Pokemon? Because like you know how Shadow Pokemon don't show the red eyes.
Yeah, definitely. So it might be that. It might just be that.
I don't know if they're talking about that. It's weird.
I don't know. But let's continue. Battle Powders might soon be saved to the server. Maybe. We don't know that yet. A mini collection added to today's view with no information on it. And a subscription category was added to the store. Subscription. Interesting. Why do you keep inviting me? How many rays do you have? Oh my god.
Enough.
Jesus.
It'll be another $20.99. But
Oh my god. I haven't even checked the ABs on that, so I'll check it later, that's for sure. Let me just revise some Pokemon here real quick. So, real quick, what they said is that Megas are the first true form of form transformation, which, that's what they said. The very first time they will see something like this implemented into Pokemon Go. And it's interesting how, those things will come about it. So we'll check it out for sure when it comes around. I want to go back to that for sure. They list a lot of things. I could go on for literally another hour for this, guys. So this may be a intention for them. But I'm just going to skim through it real quick and see if there's anything added to it. Mega trading, as we said in the text, we can confirm there is exclusive reason for temporarily evolved Pokemon in trade exclusion. So maybe you cannot trade Mega Evolutions? Interesting. Mega settings added to the Game Masters. How long the Mega stays evolved. What the Mega Boost is. The Mega Stab Boost. So they're adding like the small little things that you will see about what Mega Evolutions can do. Specifically, once you Mega Evolve, how much more powerful you are. 1, and then 2, how much staff of that boost will be, depending on the Pokemon's typing. So that is interesting, because you want to know exactly how the CP workaround is about this. So we'll check it out.
Oh yeah, I need to know ASAP.
I know, me too. But yeah, that's mostly it. Some other things that they want to keep on adding and things like that. There's a lot of new people here on the chat. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. Make sure you check us out on our official channels for more ranting of Pokemon Go for sure. So definitely a big drop of APK, because at the end of the day, this is the start of finding Mega Evolutions into the code and into the game itself. However, some things that they probably missed out and they probably actually haven't seen in the code yet is like all the different types of sprites for Mega Evolution. So we know it's not coming this next few weeks or not until the next update, which will also give us maybe sounds of the Pokemon's Mega evolving and everything. But the sprites are not in the game yet, so we know that the Mega Evolutions are not yet going to be ready before probably maybe by the end of, I want to say maybe it's mid-September or end of September, just because, we know that they're still working on it for sure. Mm-hmm. They could also drop it in the next few weeks. I don't know, guys. But yeah, that is Mega Evolution's information right out of the gate of coding. Thank you very much for the Pokemon Igners for all of their support on that. All right, Chris, I think it's time, right?
Maybe.
It's time to talk. Get good, get wrecked. Here we go, Chris.
Oh no. Oh no. Dude, I've been getting my butt kicked in Ultra Premiere, but it's been a lot of fun. I don't know. You go from fighting one line of Pokemon, you're like, okay, my team perfectly covers this, and then somebody starts with a lead that you're like, how does that fit into Ultra League? What? And then it just wrecks your whole team.
Well, so what have you seen in Ultra League specifically?
Everyone's seen Gallade, everyone's seen Ampharos. I don't see a lot of Abomasnow because you gotta get lucky with the IVs. But obviously because of Caleb Ping, we've been seeing a lot of Toxicroak recently. Stuff like that. I don't know. It's crazy. I'm really interested though because tomorrow, starting at 4 p.m. Eastern time, we're gonna do the shift over to Master League and Master League Premier. I'm definitely gonna be doing Master League Premier because I do not have a Dialga made, so it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Well, Master League Premier has been around since the last week or since the last season, so that's actually pretty good. One of the things for sure that we know for, that Premier is that you don't have to use legendaries or mythicals. We do have some brand new additions thanks to Community Day and everything like that, and new Pokémon that has been, of course, implemented in the game. But I don't know. I'll see what I can do. I have the day off tomorrow, so I should be able to do maybe a couple of battles before Master, and then maybe just try out Master real quick and see how everybody fares out. I haven't done a lot of Go Battle Leagues myself, so we'll see when that comes around for sure. But yeah, that's when it comes down to it. I think that's all I got, unless you got anything else for me, Chris?
No, there's not too much to add on, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure if you get to rank 7, you still get the Elite TM.
Yes.
So I would try to get to 7 if you guys have Pokemon Go. At least try to get to 7.
Especially with Charizard.
And then you can just chill out.
Yeah, usually I try to do that. I'm ranked 6 right now, so I should probably do a couple more battles. I mean, I still got a couple more weeks on that when it comes down to it, so that's pretty nice. Real quick, let's check this final Heatran of the night. In 3, 2, 1. Not shiny. Oh, 2118. That's actually pretty high.
Yeah.
That's actually,
nice.
That's actually pretty high. I am going to try to catch this, guys. So real quick. Wait. I knew you were going to do that. Thank you, buddy. All right. So that is all we have for you guys today. Definitely thank you very much for listening, everybody who's come around the podcast today, especially live. If you want to keep on listening for the future, and of course, the next few days, you can check us out on our podcast feeds: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitchers, and soon to be Amazon Music. So Alexa can actually talk about us. And then more, of course. You can also email us info@purifiedpodcast@gmail.com. You can also text or voice messages at 941-417-9243. Don't forget, of course, to check us out at thepurifiedpodcast.com, which is, of course, the Professor Network. This Heatran it was okay. Wasn't the best. Bellsprout check before then. Dang it, I want a shiny.
Such a good shot.
I know, right? But yeah, that's everything we do. Chris, how about you take us away?
Yes, sir. Okay, it's been a wild week. We're kind of winding down this next few weeks, but get your Stardust, get ready for Master League, and get ready for Megas. Send us your favorite Mega, and we'll either agree or call you trash. No. I don't know. Everyone's gonna have their favorite Mega. Ooh, so many to look forward to. Okay, have a good night, guys.
Have a good night.